Okay, everyone that hates grinding BGs, this is the video for you. I'll show you how to get honor relatively quickly with minimal effort. This is technique, and I grinded all the gear on my Shadow Priest and DK at this spot in under just a few days. Okay, you're going to want to head to Karasang Wilds, I believe it is, and you're going to be over here on the right. Now, if you've never come to this zone before, you'll have to do a quest on the left, but once you're done, you're going to come over here. And we're going to be killing some rare mobs, and I stand on this wall so that I'm in a position where I can target them all. And I do that with the use of these three macros, and all they are is /target macros for each of the rare NPCs' names. And you can go and make a macro, or you can just look around for them, either one. But once you're up on this wall, you're in a position where all of them are close enough to be targeted. If you're standing too far to one side, you might not be able to pick up all of them. This video really isn't about all the abilities that these rare mobs have, but they all basically have something they do that you either need to watch out for or be prepared for in terms of cooldowns or self-healing. Each of these mobs drops a commendation that is worth 250 honor, and we'll talk about how you can squeeze a little bit more out of that later on. Unless you're a tank class, you're going to want to clear the mobs out from not just only this rare mob, but really all of them. They have a few abilities, but they're not really any problem. Here's the second hardest mob, in my opinion. He does this thing where he lays down a line on the ground, and you have to get out of it quick, otherwise he'll take off a good chunk of your HP if you're not using a cooldown. And here I have about 92 ping, and it's more than enough time to get out of the way. That brings us to the last and final rare mob. Arguably the hardest. She has two abilities, a stun and an AoE ground attack. Either one by themselves is fine, but if you get them in combination, you're really going to have problems because she'll stun you and then put down the AoE on you, and it takes off really a big chunk of your HP. And I find the best way to kill her is to only interrupt the Chains of Faith, which you see here. Sometimes if you interrupt any other, she might evade bug, and you'll have to start all over again. She'll regain all her HP. So just make sure you're getting out of the Wrath of the Lights and interrupting the chains. And my 15-second cooldown is enough time to get every single one of them. If not, if you catch one, it's no big deal. She might not even do the ground AoE attack after. And if she does, even then, it's not the end of the world. You just have to use a cooldown to regain your HP. This one might take you a couple attempts, but you'll get it in the end. Now, once you've killed her, I always check for the Tolbarad queue, because that's another easy, 500 honor or so. Now, if you have the guild banner, that will increase the amount of honor you gain from the commendations, which from just being in the guild, provided it's level 25, give you an extra 25 to 275. With this, you'll see I'm getting 312 honor, which is a pretty big boost. The mob's respawn time is only about an hour or so, so once you've killed them all, and it takes about 5 minutes each one, you can either queue for a BG or do what I do and alt tab and watch Netflix for a while. Using this method, you can get up to around 1,000 honor per hour, a little bit more if you throw in some BGs here and there, or even a toll bread.